And one lady, she came. She's from near between Hubli and Pune, somewhere halfway. 400 kilometers this side is Hubli, 400 kilometers that side is Pune. In between, they have got a huge farm. And there one Gayatri Mandir is there, and there some Mahatma was there. And she says, Swamiji, from where the moment I entered the house yesterday when she came to the satsang, she didn't talk to me much. But the moment she entered, she just came straight, and her eyes were all like that, and beautiful smile on her face. And before the satsang began, for 5-10 minutes we were there, only that family was there, and we just got into 10 minutes of talking about Mahatmas. Nothing else. Then after satsang was over, she said, Swamiji, from childhood, we have always gone to that hut where that Swamiji was, and in front of our eyes, that hut has become an ashram. Now there are so many activities going on there. But from childhood, when we were children, Swamiji used to tell us this story, that story, play with us, langdi langdi khelte the, chupan chupai khelte the, all the games. And when I entered the room, I felt like I have gone back to that Swamiji. He's not there anymore. I felt that I am there. See, now I don't know her. First time I am meeting. And she told me one thing. She had COVID and all, and she was 21 days admitted in the hospital. She says, any time any problem comes to in my life, or if I am going the wrong way, first thing that comes is the remembrance of that Mahatma Ji. And I come out of that problem. Because she's telling me, I only get the problem when I have forgotten him. If I'm continuously remembering him, there is never a problem. And you know what, Swamiji? And she's not saying it out of arrogance. She says, I do not get angry ever in my life. Whatever the situation, she says, anger doesn't come only. I just become silent. But anger doesn't, even, you might think that how can that be possible? She's just telling me, she's not, apna bakhan nahi kar rahi hai. She's saying, inside in my heart, there is no irritation. By my Guru's grace. I said, hold on to him. इतना बढ़िया है और क्या चाहिए? देखो, तो उस टाइप का surrender, that type of surrender we need somewhere. Some altar should be there. Whether it be parents, whether it be husband, whether it be wife, whether it be a God, whether it be a guru, whether it be a acharya, somewhere. We need to surrender completely. At lotus-like feet. So, stotra metat pathed bhakti hinopi sarvada tavat bhaktistasya vijnanam bhuyadante smritistava. Besides this, if any non-believer or one who is devoid of devotion, faith, conviction, dedication and worship towards you reads or recites the stotra, let him be blessed with your devotion and faith, have endearment and affection for you, let him become enlightened, realized and a wise one, let him remember you at the end, at the time of his death. He is asking for this blessing. What are we asking? I want this, I want that, I want that, I want this. I want liberation. I want devotion to the Lord. What is he asking? What is he asking? That let there be a smile on everyone's face. Let everyone become realized. Let everyone, even if they have never practiced in their life, they have never remembered the divine. But if by mistake also they hear your name, let them be blessed by your grace. Let them be attracted to your feet. And here he's not focused on Lord as that to Hinduism. We are not talking about Hinduism here. We are talking about the divinity. And let him remember you at the end. And as a result, when the last breath comes, why do we get rebirth? Only because we are thinking about something in this world. What are we thinking? Like my mom always thinks about the cat. So if my mummy, I don't wish I go before her, but if the last breath comes and she says, now Swami is not there, who will take care of my bindi? Tuck. Next birth, meow, meow, meow. You know, the cat which we have, why does she love satsang? I'm not joking. From her, when she was a kitten, from that time, she attends every chanting class, every satsang that takes place in the class. And the other day, when I was at probably Nagaraj's house, satsang was going on, and mum was not there, she was at home, and she heard, where is this sound coming from? And she was going crazy. And then Dr. Santa was there, and she made some place on the sofa. Quickly she jumped, and the whole satsang she listened on the computer. Where, I know this sound, where is it coming from? I can't see the fellow. वो सोफे पे बैठ के पूरा सत्संग सुना उसने. Now, where do you see these things? Some samskar from past life, but the decision-making ability is not there. See, so even animals know what is what is good vibration, and we choose to be in the wrong vibration. We choose to by habit, by desire, because of social responsibility, we choose wrong company. We choose to be in the wrong company, with the wrong people, gossiping people. Why can't you be with people who are gossiping about God, like we are doing right now? We are gossiping only about God. So why not be here? If we want to talk behind the back, we are talking about God behind the back. See? So for that courage is required. For that, this thought that what will world say, who cares what world will say? One mother is there. Swamiji, my daughter is not, we have shown her so many boys and she doesn't want to look at them. All her friends are getting married and one of them has even got a baby, but she is now 25 and I said, Amma, nowadays the general rule is 30. Swami, tell mummy. फंस गया फिर से. No, but mummy's problem is not why the girl is that she's saying. Her real problem is what will the community say to us? Tamilian, what will the Tamilian community into which they belong, all the people who are around, whose girls have got married, what will they say? Why our daughter is not getting married? Is there some shortcoming in our daughter? Is it right that our daughter should not get married? I said, you ask her, she is independent. If you pressure too much, she will go and live separately. Then what will you do? Then what will you do? You can't do anything after that. Then you cannot do anything after that. So, ऐसे हम अपने we create problems for ourselves. Then that person, I told my son also, don't go on the footsteps of your sister. So he found one girl. I was surprised. I told him next week he got a girl home. And then what? But Swamiji, she is not from our culture. I said, what culture are you from? He says, Hindu. I said, what is she? She is Hindu, but from some other country. I said, so how does it matter? Still she is Hindu. Still she is Hindu. And this is the first few days all issues. But is this right that he brings the girl home? We don't even know our parents, this, that, everything. Today, after 2-3 months, this girl whom my son has brought is better than my daughter. Why? She respects her a lot more than her daughter. Auntie, 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 amma, 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 amma. She is much more matured. Whereas this girl, her own daughter, is a bit rebellious. Our dramas go on. How long we are going to assess ourselves by listening to the words of the people around. Be your own assessor. Go into your heart, find out. Are you Godwards or are you worldwards? If you are Godwards, we will be happy. If you are worldwards, for temporarily you will be happy, but long-term misery. So let such people be also let all these non-believers also may remember you for whatever reason. May you bless them with your remembrance, and many cases are there at the time of last breath. ततः प्रीतेन मनसा स्वस्थचित्तः पुरं वययौ रामलक्ष्मणशत्रुघ्न भरतादेव संमिताः स्वां स्वां भार्यामुपादाय रेमिरे स्वस्वमन्दिरे मातापितृभ्यां संहृष्टः राम सीता समन्वितः रेमे वैकुण्ठे भवने श्रिया सह यथा हरिः. After that, all of them, now the Parashuram prasanga is over. Bhagwan said tathastu, he said yes I will, and he says that not only bless me, bless the whole universe in this manner that they are also able to remember you and breathe their last, because he knows if they remember him with their last breath, all their miseries are over. And with that, and this is called Vishwamitra Bhavana. Who is friend of the world? No sadhu can be only selfish. Me and my sadhana, me and my ashram, me. No. It is like this. A sadhu is necessarily a friend of the world. He not only one who are following him or devoted to him, he is friend of the entire universe. He wishes for the betterment of everyone. And what is his betterment? It is not, betterment is merging into the divine, because sadhu is who is seeing from the eyes of the divine. And what is his realization? That everything is divine. So if everything is divine, what about other people? They don't know that everything is divine. So he is saying, let everyone come to have that blessing also. So here he says, after that, all of them, the marriage party arrived at Ayodhya with a delightful and cheerful mind, and there Sri Lakshman, Ram, Bharat, Shatrugna began enjoying their lives with their spouses and their with their spouses in palaces which were like the abode of gods, and that is were as majestic and comfortable as those of gods. Along with Sita, Sri Ram enhanced the happiness of his parents and lived cheerfully like that, just like Lord Vishnu resides with Lakshmi in the abode called Vaikuntha. So and all the who are Ram, Lakshman, Bharata, Shatrugna, who are they? They are Lord Narayana alone appearing as four. One appearing as four, just like who is father, husband, brother, son? He is the one man only. Same way, one Narayana alone by the from the Havan Kund, when Indra Agni Devta came and gave the payasam, and what was the blessing? That the Lord Vishnu Narayana will come, or Vishnu will come, and he will be born as four sons to you. See, the same principle is expressing in every aspect of our life. We have to just be open to it. युधाजिन्नाम कैकेयी भ्राता भरत मातुलः भरतं नेतुमागच्छत स्वराज्यं प्रीतिसंयुतः प्रेषयामास भरतं राजा स्नेहसमन्वितः शत्रुघ्नं चापि सम्पूज्य युधाजितमन्दिरम्. During that period, Kaikeyi's brother, the maternal uncle of Bharat named Yudhajit, came there at Ayodhya to take Bharat lovingly to his place. The king Dashrath, who was a vanquisher of enemies, welcomed and duly honored Yudhajit, and at his affectionate request, he sent Bharat and Shatrughna with him. Just as Lakshman is the shadow of Sri Ram, similarly Shatrughna is the shadow of Bharat. Lakshman and Shatrughna both are born from Sumitra. Both are Rajasic. Ram is Sattvic, Bharat is, I shouldn't say Tamasic, he is also Sattvic. But he represents the deep sleep state. Lakshman and Shatrughna, they represent the dream state. And Ramchandraji represents the waking state. See? Just some information. I'm not going to go deep into it. Don't worry. So, Yudhajit is the brother or father? Brother. Maternal uncle of Bharat. So brother of Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi was the youngest wife of Dasharath Maharaj. So he had remember, he had 358 wives or something. Out of that, these three, Kausalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. From Kausalya, Sri Ramji was born. From Sumitra, Lakshman and Shatrughna was born. And from Kaikeyi, Bharatji was born. So, where is from Kaikeyi from? She is from Gandhar, from that area, Kaikeyi Pradesh. What is Kaikeyi Pradesh? Where today Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan and Afghanistan, all that area used to be Kaikeyi Pradesh. Turkmenistan, they have always been in trouble, today also they are in trouble. Because where was Gandhari from? Dhritarashtra's wife, also from Gandhar. Where is Gandhar? Kandahar. Where is that? Afghanistan. Same place. Now it is divided into all these countries, but it was all one land. So Kaikeyi, her brother Yudhajit, Yudhajit, the one who is victorious in war, he has come, and with due honor, when he says that we also want to spend time with our nephews, and we want to take them back with us, so that after us this land will be theirs. After us this land will be theirs. And also they know that Dasharath is so powerful. So it is good to have the friendship. That time these relations also only used to work. So Dasharathji also says, okay, take the two sons, and they both go with Yudhajit to stay at our at the maternal uncle's place. Kausalya Shushubhe Devi Ramena Sah Sitaya Devamateva Paulobhya Shachya Shakrena Shobhana. Mother Kausalya looked as magnificent and adorable in the company of Sri Ram, and Sita as Aditi, the mother of God, looks along with Shachi, the daughter of Pulom, and Indra, the king of God. So, who is Shachi? Shachi is the wife of Indra. Who is Kausalya? Wife of Dasharath. Who is Sita? The wife of Sri Ram. All of them are looking magnificent. Why? Why is Kausalya feeling magnificent? Because she has a son like Sri Ram. And she has a daughter-in-law like Sita, who is so dedicated to both the father and mother, to the whole family. Ramchandra ji is, but now daughter-in-law also is coming, not creating friction between the family. Neither Ram created friction there, nor Sita is creating friction here. नहीं तो कई होते हैं हम अपने मायके में जाके पानी भी नहीं पिएंगे, बेवकूफ. So many families are there, and they say it proudly to us, Swamiji, when I go to my wife's place, I don't even drink, I don't even stay in their house. तीर मार लिया, क्या बड़ी बात है? All he is doing is बेवकूफ़ी का प्रदर्शन loudly. That's all. In their minds, they are thinking, they are living to the tradition. What tradition? Nowhere it is written all this. So, that way, and there she is saying that looks along with Shachi, the daughter of Pulam, the Indra, the king of gods. So each one of them is looking at is happy for their own reasons. Kausalya is happy because of Ram and Sita and her a renewed respect for her in the eyes of Dasharatha, because he has become calmed down since he has had the 4 sons. Before he was all problem. That's why he was kept. He married Sumitra, then he married Kaikai, but he was not getting children. He was worried who's going to take over the kingdom. Now all those problems are gone. So he is also content. He is also happy. Everything, remember, when everything is going all right, that's when problems begin. Don't forget this rule. So never become comfortable. Don't become comfortable. अच्छा तो सबको तंग करूं? नहीं. सबको तंग करके डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना है. You be uncomfortable in this. What next? Where can I get permanent contentment? Where can I get contentment? When everything was going right, now that's what all the drama is going to begin in Ayodhya. Ayodhya Kand. Here it was mainly glory of Sri Ram. But the actual story begins in Ayodhya Kand. तो here ओए तेरा नाम आ गया. साकेते लोकनाथ प्रथित गुणगणो लोक संगीत कीर्ति श्रीराम सीतयास्ते खिल जननी करा आनंद संदोह मूर्ति नित्य श्रीर्निर्विकारो निरवधि विभवो नित्य माया निरासो माया कार्यानुसारी मनुज इव सदा भाति देवोखिलेश. He whose glorious virtues and good characters are famed with Brahma and other Lokpalas, custodians of the world. What, Brahmaji is a Lokpal? Yes. He is the boss of which Lok? Satya Lok. Indra is the Lokpal is the boss of Indra Lok. Swarga Lok. See? So there are 7 lokas higher and 7 lokas lower. So the highest loka is Brahma Lok. Another word for it is Satya Lok. There, what is happening in Satya Lok? You are not disturbed by anything. You are not disturbed by anything. No hunger, no thirst. You are one with the divine. Or when we are talking about Brahmaji, you are one with the Creator. Whose glories, fames and accomplishments are lauded and sung in all the worlds, who is an embodiment of happiness, bliss, peace, and tranquility of humans put together, that is the whole humanity, who is eternal and changeless, is a treasury of majesty, radiance, renown, and glory, who is faultless and without blemishes, and who, though being beyond delusions, still follows the delusionary deeds and actions and behaves and appears as if he were an ordinary person, that all encompassing Lord Sri Ram took up residence in Ayodhya Saket, accompanied by his divine consort Sita. So, Bhagwan is not, remember now the first chapter, Ram Hridayam. What did we say Ram was there? When the question was being asked, Sita ji said, Ram does not do anything. I do everything. I made him born. I gave him form. I gave him qualities. I made him grow. Sita ji is saying. She's talking from the highest point. Because when you see Ram as a person, he is a part of Prakriti. But who is he essentially? He is the unchanging principle. What are you considering yourself to be? Form. So, Prakriti. But what are you essentially? The unchanging principle, the Atma. Be that. If you recognize that, good. If you don't, then Ram bhajo re bhai. Keval Ram bhajo. See? वही एक तरीका है. So here he says that even though you are the famed Brahma and that you are the Ishvara, that you are, and see, in Taittiriya Upanishad it comes, it is called Anand Mimamsa. In that, there it is told, if there is one person who is young, who is youthful, who is handsomest person on this planet, and he has got all the abilities, he's a good dancer, he's a good swordsman, he's a good archer, he's a good horse rider, he's a good at everything. He has got all the wealth. But not only that, all the earth loves him. He's the ruler of the whole earth, and all the people on the earth love him. What, and everything is available at his fingertips. What joy will he be having? Imagine. 100 times the joy of that is the joy of Gandharvas or Karma Devatas. 100 times the joy of the Karma Devatas is the joy of Gandharvas. 100 times the joy of Gandharvas is the joy of Indra. 100 times the joy of Indra is the joy of Brihaspati, the guru of Devatas. 100 times the joy of Brihaspati is the joy of some other name is there. And 100 times the joy of that is the joy of Brahmaji. So, to the power of 7, 100 to the power of 7. That is the joy of Brahmaji. What is ours? एक गुलाब जामुन खा लिया है, एक बच्चा पैदा हो गया है, उसके बाद so that joy also, more than that joy is that of Ramchandra ji as Narayana. More than that. And that joy, even though he is of that nature of Ananda, yet he is come down on earth in the form of a human along with his potency Sita, and he is giving joy to the parents, to the people, to the citizens, to the creation. This is what is told here. See? He's just as he behaves and appears as if he were an ordinary person. Because Ramchandra ji in his entire life never showed that he is extraordinary. He cried when Sita was taken away. He stopped eating and drinking when bathing and sleeping. Then Sage Vashishta had to come and give him Yoga Vashishta to make him realize. He knows everything, but then why is he doing it? Rama, Leela chal rahi hai, Ram Leela hai. For 7 days he did not eat and drink and bathe and sleep after going around the kingdom and satsang with all Mahatmas. Then he goes, now in the next chapter it will come, he will be sent one day, one moment he is declared as the Yuvraj, next moment he is declared as the Vanvasi. But no smile when he is declared as a Yuvraj, and no tears or no sadness when he is sent to the forest. See? थोड्या वेळाने जेव्हा तू झोपतोस तेव्हा संपतंय. तू झोप, मी संपवतो. तू झोप लवकर. I heard. केव्हा संपतंय? When will it end? Papa. I am also saying the same thing. My Papa is here, Sri Ram. Papa Ram, when will it all end? See, Parashuram ended. It ended for him. When will it end for us? Sometimes these simple words, if you put it in the right direction, it takes us straight to the point. But you will wake up again. We don't want to go to total sleep also. We want to remain awake through sleep. Then only it will end. And all took up residence in Ayodhya, Saket, and accompanied by his divine support Sita. So he started living a wonderful, normal human being life, playing the Leela, pleasing everyone in the palace. Now remember, Bharat and Shatrughna have gone. Sita and her sisters are there in the palace. And Ramchandraji is there. And all the mothers are there. And father is there. So, pura Ramamaya palace ho gaya. And when everything is going very comfortable, and it is not for 1 or 2 years, I will find out how many years it went on for. Then, I think 7 years or something. 10 years, I think. 10 years. Some places here, it is told Sita ji was 14 years old and Sri Ram was 16 years old when they get married. But some places they say she was 8 years old and Ramchandra ji was 16 years old when he got married. And then 10 years they stayed together, and being young one, she was always looking up to Sri Ram, and by nature also she is like that. And because her mother has also instructed, you listen, for you, he is God. But she is the one who is able to lift the Pinaka Dhanush. And the only one who could do that was Ramchandraji. And not only lift but break also. So, and just as Ramchandraji has got a divine birth from the payasam which was fed to the parents, and he was not born like you and me are born from the womb of the mother. He manifested. Yes, you can. Mother were going through the the 9 months of pregnancy, but when the birth came, it was not like you and me were born. It was a manifestation. And same way, Sita ji was also not born like you and me. She was also manifestation. She was found in a box in the earth. And because there was drought, remember, I'm just reminding the story again. The priests of the Janakpuri, they told King Janak that you take the Sita, which is the plow, and golden plow, and you plow the field, and that will bring the blessings. And when he is doing that time it gets stuck against the box. Box is opened, and this divine child is found, which is Sita ji. And therefore, because from the point of the plow, that point of the plow is called Sita. and therefore Sita, who was born from the point of the plough. So therefore Sita. So she also has divine birth. See? So in this manner, now you think a little bit more out of the box. Is everybody, every day you go to sleep, every day you dream, most of the time, some or the other dream, early in the morning or late at night or in the middle of the night, maybe 1 minute, half a minute, some dream. Every time you don't know it, but every time you have a different family. Sometimes you are a man, sometimes you are a woman, sometimes you are some role you are playing. So every dream you have a different environment, not the same house, not the same parents. How did you take birth there? Was it a manifestation or was it a birth from a womb? It was manifestation. Think. Every moment every day when you wake up from sleep, are you being born to the new? Every day is a new day. Every day you left the old body yesterday, you came into the new body today. Because every moment body is changing. Is there a womb involved anywhere? Manifestation. Catch hold of your divinity, man. Catch hold. Because it's the same Narayana who's functioning here. We, out of our ego, out of our ahankar, are not allowing him to express. So, do the Rama Leela, Krishna Leela, so let it be Anup Leela, let it be Smita Leela, let it be Kiran Leela, let it be Shilpa Leela, let it be Leela. What is Leela? A child is playing, just now he said like this, the Baba, when is it going to conclude? We laughed at it, isn't it? We took it in the positive sense. But if any one of you had said, my eyes would have rolled up. What an insult. गुस्ताखी माफ. ऐसे कैसे बोलते हो हमें? सत्संग में आके बोलते हो कि सत्संग कब कंप्लीट होगा? हाँ? What audacity. See, but now we have made it a joke of it. But many times we don't make a joke. When we are within the family, we take it as an affrontation. We take it as a हमारी ego को धक्का लग गया. हाय राम. कोई तो बचाओ. राम आ गए. रामचंद्र जी आ गए. So with this we conclude the first canto, which is Balakand. We will recap the Balakand in our next class. We'll begin with that and then get into the second chapter. Just an overview, not the whole story all over again, just the main points so that we know. On the basis of that, we are moving forward. We must learn from the past. Same thing in our life. This is not only for talking and listening. We must learn from our past actions. When we learn, even if the actions are repeated, like every day you cook, every day you brush your teeth, every day you bathe, every day you go to work, have you learned, or is it still happening in default? Takiya kalam chal raha hai roz ka. If we have learned, we will remain aware. We know, if we have learned, we know this will happen anyway. So let it happen. I will take the name of the Lord. I will think of the Lord. जो चलना है वो चलेगा ही, क्योंकि it's already programmed into your system, into the mind. So same way, we will learn from the past so that we come to the present and we move on from there. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.